Everywhere you go today, there is noise, cars honking, phones buzzing, screens flashing. The world keeps shouting, faster, louder, demanding more. And in that noise, it's easy to lose something precious. Peace. But peace is not gone. It waits for us. It whispers beneath the chaos. And today, let's take a journey together to rediscover peace in a noisy world. Peace begins not with the world outside, but with the breath inside. Right now, take one slow breath, in and out. Did you feel it? That small pause is proof that peace doesn't depend on silence. It depends on attention. Breath is the anchor you carry everywhere, in traffic, in meetings, in long nights when thoughts won't stop. When the noise grows too loud, remember, you can always return to this anchor. The world tells us to always be available, always online. We're tethered to a constant hum of information, a stream of notifications that fragments our attention. We feel a pressure to respond instantly, to keep up, to never miss a thing. But in this race to stay connected, we risk losing the connection to ourselves. And so, we must learn that sometimes the most powerful word is off. It's not a word of surrender, but of strength. A deliberate choice to quiet the external noise so we can finally hear our own inner voice. Turning off your phone, even for 10 minutes, can feel like a radical act. There might be an initial urge to check, a phantom vibration. But this small gesture isn't disconnecting from life. It's a profound act of reconnecting to yourself. It's an invitation to check in, to ask, how am I really? It's about giving your mind permission to wander without a destination, to follow its own curious path instead of one dictated by an algorithm. This is where you find your own rhythm again, the gentle cadence of your own being. When you step away from endless scrolling, you step into real presence. Your senses awaken. You begin to see the intricate dance of light and shadow on the floor, the delicate veins on a leaf. You hear the quiet symphony that's always playing, the gentle hum of your home, the distant song of a bird. You feel the solid ground beneath your feet, the comforting warmth of a teacup held in both hands. You can smell the earthy scent of rain on dry pavement, or the clean fragrance of the air after a storm. You can even hear the sound of your own heartbeat, a quiet, faithful drum reminding you that you are here, alive, present in this one precious moment. Peace often hides in the ordinary. We just need space to notice it. This space isn't empty. It's a sanctuary where we process our thoughts and find our center. By creating these small pockets of disconnection, we aren't running away. We are gathering our strength and clarity so that when we do plug back in, we can do so with more intention and a deeper sense of calm. It is in these quiet pauses that we find our resilience. Peace doesn't always wait for the world to be silent. In fact, it rarely does. Our lives are a constant symphony of noise, the ping of notifications, the endless scroll of information, the hum of traffic, and the even louder chatter of our own minds, replaying conversations and rehearsing worries. In this relentless current, waiting for a moment of stillness can feel like waiting for an ocean to become a pond. It won't happen on its own. So, we must learn a different way. Sometimes, you create it. You become the architect of your own tranquility, building small, sacred shelters of calm amidst the chaos. This creation of quiet doesn't require a grand gesture. It can be as simple as 5 minutes of journaling before bed. Find a comfortable spot, perhaps with the soft glow of a single lamp. Open a notebook. The magic is in the act of translation. Feel the weight of the pen in your hand, the gentle friction as it moves across the page. Let your thoughts flow out, untangled from the confines of your mind. You don't need to write a perfect narrative. You can simply list 3 things you were grateful for today, no matter how small. Or you can perform a brain dump, pouring out every worry and to-do list item, leaving it on the paper so it doesn't have to follow you into your sleep. Or maybe your quiet is found in motion. Maybe it's a quiet walk at dawn when the city still sleeps, painted in soft hues of blue and gold. In these early hours, the familiar streets feel transformed. The air is crisp. You can hear your own footsteps on the pavement, a steady grounding rhythm. You notice details you'd otherwise miss in the daytime rush. the way a street lamp casts a long shadow, the first bird song of the day. This isn't a walk for exercise or for getting somewhere. It's a moving meditation that reminds you that even in the heart of a bustling metropolis, moments of profound stillness exist, waiting to be discovered. Perhaps your sanctuary is built with sound. Maybe it's soft music that calms your spirit, a gentle piano melody, or an ambient soundscape. Sound has a remarkable power to shift our internal state, slowing our breathing and easing tension. But it doesn't have to be music. It could be the sound of rain, or the simple act of savoring the warmth of a cup of tea, focusing only on its aroma and taste. It could be tending to a houseplant, feeling the texture of its leaves. These small sensory anchors pull you back into the present moment, creating a haven from the noise. Your quiet doesn't need to be perfect or long. It only needs to be yours. It could be putting your phone in another room for an hour, or just closing your eyes for 3 deep breaths. When life is noisy, making a small ritual of calm is like lighting a candle in the dark. The flame doesn't erase the night, but it makes the night bearable. It carves out a small circle of light and warmth, a space just for you. It reminds you that even in the most overwhelming moments, you hold the power to create your own light, your own peace. The truth is, much of the noise in life will never stop. It is a fundamental condition of our world. We spend so much of our energy wishing it were different, trying to build walls against the inevitable sound, believing that our peace depends on the world outside falling silent. The traffic will still honk in the street below. The news will still cycle through crises and concerns. People will still argue, their voices rising and falling with passions we don't understand. The world will still rush forward, a blur of deadlines and obligations that pull at our attention. And perhaps most persistently, the noise continues inside our own minds, the endless loop of worries about tomorrow, the replaying of conversations from yesterday, the quiet hum of anxiety that forms the backdrop of our days. Our first instinct is to push back, to try and silence the chaos. We brace ourselves against it, clenching our fists and our jaws, believing that if we just try hard enough, we can command the world to be still. But this struggle is like trying to hold back the ocean with your bare hands. The more you resist the tide, the more exhausting the fight becomes. The energy you spend is not creating quiet. It is only amplifying your own internal tension. But peace grows when we stop fighting what we cannot change. It begins with a simple, profound shift in perspective. Instead of standing in the river, trying to stop its flow, what if you could sit peacefully on the bank and simply watch it go by? Let the honk pass like a wave, rising and then receding back into the ocean of sound, leaving you untouched on the shore. Let the chatter of your own mind flow by like leaves on a stream. Acknowledge each thought without having to grab onto it. Observe it, name it. Ah, there is a worry. And then let it continue on its journey downstream, away from you. You are the witness, not the current. The more you cling to control, the more you try to manage every outcome, the louder and more chaotic life feels. This clinging is a weight, a heavy stone you carry, believing it gives you stability when it is only pulling you under. But the moment you release it, even for a second, something miraculous happens. It's the feeling of an unclenched fist, the slow, deep exhale you didn't realize you were holding. In that tiny space of surrender, peace slips back into your hands, warm and familiar, as if it was waiting there all along. This peace arrives not because the world is quiet, but because you are. You have chosen to create a sanctuary within yourself, a place of stillness that the external world cannot touch. You have discovered that the silence you were searching for was never outside of you. It was, and always will be, a choice you make from within. Peace is contagious. The people you keep close matter. Some bring chaos, drama, and endless noise. Others bring calm. Their presence feels like fresh air. Surround yourself with those who lift, not drain. With those who listen, not just shout. With those who remind you that life can be gentle. In noisy times, love and kindness are the quietest and most powerful sounds. So how do you find peace in a noisy world? By breathing, by disconnecting, by creating your own quiet, by letting go, by choosing your company wisely. Peace was never lost. It has always been here, waiting in your breath, in your moments, in your choices. The world may be loud, but your soul still knows the way to quiet. Thank you for sharing this quiet moment with me. If this message brought you even a little peace, please like this video, share it with someone who needs calm today, and subscribe to the channel for more heartwarming reflections. Together, let's build a little more peace in this noisy world.